Hello, my beautiful friends. Hope you're doing amazing. Today, we're going to be talking about some Chantecaille products, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. If you're interested in anything that's on my face today or anything that I talk about, everything is always linked down in the description box. Some of those links are affiliated links, and that just means if you choose to shop through them at no extra cost to you, I do receive a small commission. Now, that always just goes straight back into my channel. Thank you so much, you guys, for using my links. I truly appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, so I picked up 3 of the products from the Chantecaille Sunstone Limited Edition for Summer 2024 collection. I currently only have my foundation, a little bit of color corrector, concealer, and then my eyebrows done, and some eyeshadow primer. That's all I've got on my face, and I'm using the Chantecaille Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. This is the first and only product that I had made from Chantecaille until I picked up these 3 products. And this really knocked my socks off. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, like second skin foundation. So I have that on. And this is my second purchase from Chantecaille because look at this packaging. I mean, I couldn't resist. That's just what happened. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I bought it. So we are going to talk about these 3 products today. I have some comparisons and all that. So let's get into the bronzer first, and we're going to put it on the face. So the bronzer, this is the Sunstone Real Bronze from Chantecaille. This retails for $82. It's a sophisticated, finely milled gel powder bronzer that gives the face a glow that recreates a real sun-kiss effect with a natural finish. It's crafted in Italy. So Sunstone is described as a shimmering golden bronze. And I've never tried a bronzer from Chantecaille. I've heard that they have one that's like a what's the word? Not limited edition. It's in their permanent lineup, I think. And I think it might be a little bit less like bronzy than this one, a little bit more neutral toned. But we are going to put this on my fair skin and we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to grab, what bronzing brush do I want to grab? Oh, Refer. Yes. So we're going to use the, whoops. We are going to use today the Refer 05, this beautiful, beautiful, incredible bronzing brush I love. And we are just going to dig right into that. Oh, yeah. We picked up quite a bit of product. That's really nice. They all have this absolutely gorgeous packaging, and the mirror, I love the mirrors on here. They're very, very nice. Very good quality for the price. I was a little... I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit disappointed because I was expecting this to be a little bit weightier. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the packaging, the weight probably has a lot to do with their very conscientious brand of like the environment and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if the lightweight packaging is part of that. But I was expecting it to be a little bit weightier, you know? It's a very beautiful, but it's plastic and it's not heavy at all. It's very, very light. So there's that. But this is one side of the face done with this bronzer. And really, honestly, it's not too orange. I was concerned because of all the comments I've seen and everything about this collection and it coming out and this bronzer being a little bit less neutral than their like one in their permanent lineup. I was concerned that this wasn't going to look very good on my fair skin, but I am loving that. It's a very neutral leaning warm bronzer. It is not as it does not lean pink or red at all. It is more on the I'd say neutral neutral bronze, little bit more like oh, brown, a little bit more on the brownie side rather than the neutral side. Just a teensy bit more orange-ish, but not orange orange. I mean, you're seeing it. Look at that. I love the finish of that. Holy cow. Holy cow, you guys. Okay, so I love the finish of this on my skin, and I kind of knew that I would because immediately when I touched it to swatched it for the demo, it feels like my RMS bronzer. The new bronzer that just came out from RMS. And super interesting to me that they're both made in Italy. Is that crazy or what? I don't know. I don't know anything about making makeup, but this one is also made in Italy. Here's the shades together. I'll swatch them side by side for you. And I'm wondering, obviously, Chantecaille and RMS have a very extreme price difference. I'm wondering if this RMS shade is the same as the other light shade in the RMS. I don't know. Sorry, Chantecaille. I'm wondering if this Chantecaille shade is the same as the other RMS shade because there's two lighter colors, and this is Beach Walk Betty in the RMS, and this is the one that leans a little bit more on the neutral, almost pinky-ish bronzing color, right? Then there's the Chantecaille right next to it that is very much a more neutral bronze. It's just, there we have it. They are, I guess, yeah, no. See, so I'm wondering if I had the other shade of the RMS, if they would be even similar, more similar, and I bet that they are. I'm glad that I have these two because I have the difference in tone depending on, you know, what foundation I'm wearing and what I'm going for. But this does not look too orange on my skin, and the the formulas and the finishes are extremely similar. I just did that whole bronzer video, and this could even be my new number 2. Like this is impressive. I love that sheen. There's absolutely no glitter in it. That is incredible. They're so similar in formula. The RMS and the Chantecaille blows my mind. I think that yeah, that is immediately the first thing I thought of when I put my finger in it, and it looks gorgeous. It is not too orange for me anyways. It's your decision on whether it's too orange for you. But I have a fair skin tone. I mentioned I'm porcelain in the Chantecaille foundation. I have a lot of foundation shade matches down in the description box if we're shade twins. That's what this looks like. Okay, next we're going to talk about the blush. So this is the blush I picked up. This is the Sunstone Radiant Blush in Energy. There was 2 different shades, and I picked up Energy. Let's talk about it. So, all right. Energy is the Sunstone Radiant Blush. This retails for $75 from Chantecaille, and it's described as a peach shimmer. So I picked up the peachy shimmer rather than the rosy shimmer. The other blush they came out with was a rosy shimmer, and I am not a huge fan of pink. And this looked more peachy than the pink. So it's just a regular powder blush, a pearlescent formula that sweeps a sheer wash of joyful color onto the cheeks. So let's go ahead and put this on the face. I'm going to use the Refer 04. I love natural hair brushes. I just think they do such an incredible job. So we're going to dip our brush into that. I love the embossing on this is really pretty. It's such a pretty flower. I mean, Chantecaille 100% is here for packaging. That's for sure. Woo! Oh my goodness. Hey, can you see that? That is one side with just the blush in, what's it called? In Energy. I love that. We seeing it? I'm going to apply it on the other side. And just like the bronzer, as soon as I touched this blush, I immediately thought of the RMS blushes. It's just the same, it's a very similar formula. They're not the same, but I mean, if I put an RMS on the other side, I don't know if you'd be able to tell the difference. So I'm gonna swatch some next to them for you, next to this one, and so you can see if this is a good purchasing option. But I love it. It's so pretty. It definitely has that kind of sheen that the RMS does, but no glitter, and it's gorgeous. So, all right, let's put down this one first. Oh, I need to get these other swatches off my hand. Hold, please. Okay, I'm back. We're going to swatch the Chantecaille Energy. And we're going to, build it up pretty well so you can see the color and pigmentation. There's Energy. It's a very beautiful peachy pink blush. Now, I have 3 RMS blushes that I want to put right next to it to see. And I think, yep, I think the most similar of the 3 is Bohemian Girl. So if you have Bohemian Girl, we're going to see how similar the shady color is. Yeah. So there is, this is Chantecaille right here. And then this is Bohemian Girl. Bohemian Girl is a tad teensy bit more like has a gold, almost goldy kind of shift, you know. But they're very, very similar. Very, very similar. Okay, Bohemian Girl. And then I want to swatch Mai Tai. This is the first one I thought of, but Mai Tai is looking a little bit more orange. Yes. Mai Tai definitely has that like coral peach to it. So this is the Chantecaille, Bohemian Girl, Mai Tai. Mai Tai is much more corally peach than the Chantecaille. So far, Bohemian Girl is the closest. And then this one has a similar tone, but it's going to be much deeper. This is Pomegranate Fizz. And I just wanted to see, when I pulled them out, yeah, so there's Pomegranate Fizz. Similar in tone, similar in shade, colorish, but Pomegranate Fizz is much deeper. So, those are the 3 that I thought of when I swatched the Chantecaille. Bohemian Girl is definitely the most similar in color. And then I did swatch, this is Stockholm, the Flush Balm from Merit. And I'm just going to put it right underneath that Chantecaille swatch so you can see. This is a cream formulation, but cream-wise, this is, it's very, very similar in color to the Chantecaille. Super similar. So if you want like a good layering situation, I think Stockholm and then like a little bit of the Chantecaille on top, they're very similar in tone. So there we have it. I hope those comparisons are helpful for you. And here is, the blush. It almost, I can't say it has more sheen than the RMS because it really doesn't. It's got a very similar amount of sheen to the RMS blushes, and I absolutely love my socks off of those. You know, I did a whole video swatching all 10 of those RMS blushes, so this definitely reminds me of them and is moving up to the top. Excuse me, it doesn't top my RMS blushes, but it's moving its way up there in my top 10 because this has a gorgeous packaging and the formula seems incredible. So, all right, next we're going to talk about the lipstick. Okay, so I picked up the shade. This is the Chantecaille lipstick from the limited edition collection. I picked up the shade Empower. They came out with 3 different colors of these limited edition lip, what are they called? The lip sheers. So this is a Sunstone lip sheer in Empower. And these retail for $36. Empower is a sheer mocha. It is the more brown of the three, more neutral, I'd say. They also came out with a blushy color and like a bright raspberry color. So I decided to pick up Empower because I don't have a lot of colors like this, and I really wanted to try Chantecaille's formula. So this is described as a moisture-packed lip tint that imparts a sheer wash of color with glossy shine. And we are going to put on the lips today. I have a few different formulations that it kind of reminds me of, and one kind of similar color, but I don't think I have anything exactly like this. But I have heard a lot about the Chantecaille lip sheers. This isn't a new formulation. I think it's just a new color. And honestly, I don't know that the other colors are new colors. I think they might be repackaged colors. But this one had so when I made my purchase a little bit ago, before the whole collection was actually released, it was like on pre-order. This is the color that was not available at the start. The other two colors were. So I figured this one might be a newer color. I'm not 100%, but I didn't want a repackaged color. I wanted a new color. So, this is gorgeous. Wow. Wow. Look at that. It's a very glossy, sheer lip. Like, it's pretty sheer. It doesn't have a ton of pigment, but that's pretty. That's pretty and fast and easy. But it's not really building up. I see this shape and I think of my Revie lipsticks because they're my favorite. And it does not have that build up pigment quality that the Effortless lips have that I love. So it's very sheer wash of color. I just can't get it to build up the way I want it to. So we'll swatch Chantecaille right here. And then I had three other options I wanted to swatch next to it. See, it's a very, very sheer, gorgeous, like, and it's not sticky like a gloss. You know, it almost feels like a balm. Almost. It's like a very sheer, it's interesting. It's a really interesting formula. So, the first thing I thought of other than Revie is the Nars. This is the Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick. I have mine in the shade Dulce Vita, which is not a similar shade, but the formulation is very similar. And when I swatch them, this is the formulation of the Nars that it reminds me of the most on my hand. So if you maybe have, one of these and you don't want it, these colors aren't sparking your interest, I think that these formulas are pretty similar enough. They're not the same, but they're similar. And then I just wanted to swatch Revie Lily for you next to it. And these are so magical. See, I can do one swipe of these Revie lipsticks and then really build them up, and the pigment builds up to a full coverage pigment almost. Like, and I can't really get that with the Chantecaille. So, you can, like, if you want more pigmented built up color, Revie, because this is a very light glossy lip, which is gorgeous and has its time, but just so you can see the comparisons. This is probably my closest color in my collection to the Chantecaille Empower. This is the Dior Addict lipstick in 718 Bandana. This is these flat bullet lipsticks. I'll swatch it right next to the Chantecaille. It's like the formulation is pretty different, I'd say, just because, like, I don't know. I guess they're similar. The Chantecaille almost feels more like a gloss. This is like a shiny lipstick, and the Chantecaille feels more like a gloss than a shiny lipstick. It is really hard to explain, but there are the swatches for you. I hope a little bit of that made sense. I'm impressed. And I really like the color I got. And this is not priced horribly. I don't really see makeup prices. So everybody has their own definition of a dollar. So, or not what a dollar is, but what is worth their money. So that is why I make these videos. I really hope that you found this helpful. If you were thinking about purchasing anything from this absolutely gorgeous, I mean, the collection is gorgeous. And it is limited edition. And once it's gone, it's gone. Chantecaille does release a lot of limited edition collections, and once they're gone, they're out. And I didn't mention the blush and the bronzer. They're not very weighty. These are very light plastic containers. So if weightiness is something you're wanting, this isn't it. This is a nice, that's still a really nice plastic, but it does feel like it's a little bit more weighty compared to the bronzer and the blush. So there's that, but still absolutely gorgeous. I love the shiftiness, right? It reminds me of the Surratt packaging with like the black and the blue and the purple shift that Surratt does. So I love that a lot, obviously. But okay, so like I said, I really hope that you found this helpful. And if you have any more questions or anything else you want to see swatched compared to these products, let me know. I could swatch things on Instagram stories if you want to follow me over on Instagram. Yeah, so I hope that this helped you a little if you were planning on purchasing any of these products. Okay, so if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! We are going to put it to... Oh no, I forgot my microphone.